A very good morning, children. Today we'll see the fifth unit, that is plant a tree. Plant a tree. I want everybody to open your textbooks and look into the textbooks. That is, come to the page number 61. Trees are the most useful things in the world. Children play under them, travelers rest in their cool shade. Trees give us fruit to eat and firewood to burn. We build trees to make furniture from the wood of the trees. We need trees for our lives. If there were no trees, there would be no life on earth. Living things breathe in air. They breathe in oxygen from the air and breathe out the carbon dioxide. So here, now this particular lesson, we are going to know the importance of a plant, importance of a tree. So because people are cutting down the trees, for many reasons, So now here, it's very important for us to know the importance of the trees. So if you don't know the importance of the trees, if we go on cutting the wood and all, what will happen? What will happen to the nature? What will happen to us? What will happen to the animals? That is all we are going to learn in this particular lesson, okay? Which is plant a tree. So why the person here, the author, is asking us to plant a tree? So that is what we are going to learn in this lesson. So trees are, according to the author, right? And also it's a known fact that trees are the most useful things in the world, right? They are the most useful things in the world. So they are really useful to us in how many ways? Like, for example, children play under them. All the children, what they will do? They like to play under the trees. And travelers, when they keep on traveling, whenever they want to take rest, they will go under the shade of a tree. Otherwise, if they can't sleep under the sun, so they want a nice shady place, so they go under a tree and they usually sleep under the trees. And also trees give us fruits to eat, isn't it? They all give us fruits to eat so that we can survive. And also they give us firewood to burn. So when the trees dry up, whatever the branches and all, you can put them in the and get the fire also. So that is how they are really very useful to us. And apart from that, the same trees, if you cut the trees and all, you can get the wood, and from that wood you can make the furniture for the houses, the tables, the benches, in the classrooms, whatever you are using, and the doors and the windows and whatnot. So each and every way, the furniture is used. So all this furniture is it's made out of the wood. We need wood for our lives. So to live our life, what we need is a tree. If there were no trees on the earth, there would be no life on the earth, isn't it? So if there are no trees on the earth, just imagine the whole world without the trees. Can you imagine the life of a living organism on the earth? No, they cannot live, because living things, what they take inside, they take the oxygen inside and give out the carbon dioxide outside. So if they keep on giving out the carbon dioxide, so if there are no trees on the earth, what will happen? The first thing which will happen is there will be no, human beings will take the oxygen, and what they give out? Carbon dioxide. If you take the whole gases and all, if you take the gases 100% of gases, out of that 78% is nitrogen, okay, and only 21% is oxygen, 0.03% is carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide is a poisonous gas. It's absolutely a poisonous gas, because if you continuously breathe a poisonous gas, you will die. So now if you take the whole earth, okay, there are crores and crores of people on that, and also crores and crores, millions of microorganisms, millions of organisms, okay, the forest, wild animals, herbivorous animals and whatnot, insects and all of these, to survive, what they need is oxygen. So just imagine that if they are all taking the oxygen and giving out the carbon dioxide, do you think it will be 21% every time? No. So it will definitely change, and within no time, this oxygen will completely exhaust, it will be over, and carbon dioxide will increase. And if all the living organisms, if they keep on taking the carbon dioxide, what will happen? Definitely all the organisms will die. Now, we said that trees are helping us to be alive, right? How? Because these trees here, these trees are taking the, like, no, carbon dioxide which is released by the man, right? And then this is taken by the tree, and tree is giving out the oxygen again. So that is the reason why oxygen levels are absolutely same, so they're not getting decreased. So just now, now tell me, children, if there are trees, if there are no trees, can we survive? Can we live? Absolutely not. So they are really very, very useful to us, because they take the carbon dioxide and give out the oxygen. So that is how they are keeping us alive. And for that reason, we should have the trees. Okay. If all the oxygen in the air is used up and leave only carbon dioxide, what will happen to all of us? Everyone would die. But trees are helping us to live. They breathe in the carbon dioxide from the air and let oxygen out into the air. With the help of the sunlight, they break up the carbon dioxide into carbon and oxygen. They use carbon to make starch and the oxygen out into the air. So now, why, like, we'll see a small mechanism here. We'll see the small mechanism here. We'll go into science now, not English here. So these plants, they are taking the carbon dioxide. So you might get a doubt that why these plants are taking the carbon dioxide. What is the reason behind taking the carbon dioxide? So they will take this carbon dioxide and also sunlight. And also the sunlight plus minerals from soil. Okay, minerals and salts from soil, and also water from soil. So using all these things, what they prepare is they prepare the food. They prepare the food. How they will prepare the food? Now just see here, there is carbon dioxide. So that means here it is carbon and this one is oxygen. So they will use the carbon and they will remove the oxygen. So this oxygen comes out of the tree, and that is how the oxygen is added to the air or to the atmosphere. So that is how carbon is used by the plant, oxygen is left by the plant. So this is how plants are taking the carbon dioxide and giving out the oxygen. Isn't it good, children? So these plants are really helping us to survive. Okay. We'll see the next page. Come to the page number 62. Trees make all the starch in the world. Starch is the most important part of our food. Without trees, we will not have any starch to eat. So here, children, by using this carbon dioxide and then this carbon, sunlight, okay, mineral salts and the water, it is preparing the food material. Okay, this food material is prepared for the plant. Okay, so this food material which is preparing is called as starch. It is called as starch. So this starch is prepared by the plant, and human beings, animals and insects and whatnot, every organism will depend upon the starch. And this starch is very, very useful to us for us to survive. So that is the food material which we are eating. So without starch, we cannot survive. So plants are giving us oxygen to live, plus plants are giving for us, food to survive. So these two things which are really very, very important for us to survive, who are giving us? Plants are giving us. Okay, children? Next, come to the next line. Trees help us to get rain. The leaves of trees breathe out the lot of water vapor into the air. This makes the air cool. The cool air helps rainfall. Rain gives us water, so no one can live without water, and we need trees to get water. So we'll go to the next topic now. Right now, this is a part of that. Okay, the second part is, let me put it this in this way. Now this is a tree. Okay, these are the leaves. These are the roots. Roots are in the soil. Roots are in the soil. So now what happens here is, so whenever you pour water, or whatever the underground water is there here, this water is continuously taken by the plant. Already we have seen that water is required for the formation of food, preparation of the food, which is called as starch. Okay, so now this water is taken by the plants and they go into the leaves. So now the water will keep on coming up. So the water which is in the leaves, like that, should be sent out. That should be sent out. So what they will do is that on the leaf flow, on the leaf, there are some tiny pores, like structures like this. Small hole-like structures are there, which are called as stomata. So what is the water which is here in the leaf, that will go out. That will go out in the form of water vapor. And this all water vapor, they go up, like they'll go up and they'll form the clouds. And when cool air touches them, they fall as rain. Okay, that means plants are not only giving us the oxygen, they are giving the food, and also it is giving us the rain. Isn't it beautiful? Such a wonderful plants we have around us, which are giving us oxygen to survive, which are giving us food to survive, which are giving us rain to survive. So what we are doing with these plants, what we are doing with our forests. Okay, so that is what we are going to see in the next session, that is tomorrow. Until then, see you all. Have a great day, children. God bless you.